Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and if you are new here, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button right now and turn on all your notifications because today we are diving deep into an absolute phenomenon that is completely taking over the luxury lifestyle market and proving once and for all that the incredible power of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is completely unmatched and historically undeniable. We are here to talk about the absolute madness that has surrounded the official launch of her brilliant brand as ever, and more specifically, the spectacular rollout of her absolute crowning jewel, the brand new limited edition Spanish-sourced lavender honey, which has completely wiped the internet clean and left the entire digital space scrambling in absolute awe. Because when I tell you that this product sold out instantly, I mean it vanished faster than anything we have seen in modern e-commerce history. If you look at the entire As Ever pantry collection, which features incredible staples like her signature raspberry spread, her beautiful flower sprinkles, her artisanal herbal teas, and her incredible sage and wildflower honeys, nothing prepared the retail world for the sheer velocity at which the lavender honey would completely fly off the shelves. Because while the other items are generating thousands upon thousands of dollars in revenue and showing incredible steady traction, the lavender honey is in a league completely of its own, having gone entirely out of stock in a matter of minutes compared to everything else on the site. This isn't just a regular business success story, guys. This is a masterclass in modern branding and a complete vindication for a woman who has spent years being scrutinized, underestimated, and doubted by the mainstream media, only to step out on her own terms and build a multi-thousand-dollar empire entirely from scratch, rooted in authenticity, elegance, and pure creative vision. Let's break down the sheer numbers here, because when you look at a luxury product priced at $32 for a beautiful 9-ounce jar, critics and skeptics were lined up around the block trying to claim it was overpriced or that the market wouldn't respond. But instead, what did the public do? The global community of supporters and lifestyle enthusiasts completely showed out and flooded the website with 2 times the digital traffic of her previous drops, proving that when Meghan curates a lifestyle vision, people are not just buying a product, they are investing in her story, her resilience, and her unparalleled taste. Think about the brilliant artistry that went into this specific lavender honey, because she described it as a floral gift of summer, and she sourced it directly from the most premium sun-drenched lavender blossoms in Spain to give it a lighter, delicate flavor profile with a gentle warmth that completely separates it from ordinary store-bought bands. And that attention to detail is exactly why thousands of dollars are flowing into this venture every single minute, because she refuses to cut corners and insists on delivering absolute perfection to her consumer base. It is so incredibly inspiring to see how she has transitioned her life from the rigid, outdated structures of royal expectations into this thriving, independent powerhouse where her lifelong passion for apiculture and organic gardening is taking center stage and allowing her to connect directly with millions of people globally who have followed her since the days of her original lifestyle blog, The Tig. She has literally inspired an entire generation of women entrepreneurs to look past the noise, to ignore the relentless criticism, and to focus entirely on their craft, because the way she channels her energy into creative output rather than engaging with negative press is the ultimate blueprint for grace, resilience, and modern empowerment. When you see how quickly the lavender honey went out of stock compared to the other high-quality spreads and teas on the platform, it shows a very distinct consumer behavior, where people are rushing to grab the absolute most exclusive limited edition pieces of her vision because they know that owning a piece of the As Ever collection is like holding a token of cultural history and a statement of solidarity with a woman who has triumphed over adversity time and time again. The financial success here is absolutely staggering, with revenue projections skyrocketing into the hundreds of thousands of dollars as she scales up production to try and keep pace with a demand that is consistently outpacing every single internal projection made by her supply partners. And that is exactly the kind of Black-owned, woman-led business excellence that we love to see and celebrate on this channel. She is out here building independent wealth, creating jobs, establishing a luxury footprint in the culinary world, and doing it all with a smile on her face while staying completely dedicated to her family and her philanthropic goals through the Archewell Foundation, which makes her business achievements even more impactful because we know that her success directly fuels good causes around the world. It is utterly hilarious to watch the critics scramble to explain how a brand that they predicted would fail has completely revolutionized the premium pantry space because they simply cannot comprehend the depth of loyalty and love that the public has for Meghan and how deeply she inspires people to elevate their own everyday rituals, whether that means drizzling luxury honey over a morning slice of artisanal toast or taking a moment to slow down with a hot cup of herbal tea. This lavender honey craze has set a completely new standard for celebrity-led brands because it is built on a foundation of true organic interest since she has been vocal about her love of beekeeping and sustainable farming for years. So nothing about this feels forced or commercialized. It feels like a genuine extension of her home, her lifestyle, and her personal journey. For every single person who is watching this right now and feeling stuck or feeling like the world is throwing too much criticism your way, just look at Meghan as the ultimate source of inspiration because she is the living proof that you can reinvent yourself, you can walk away from spaces that do not serve your peace, and you can build a massive, thriving, beautiful reality purely out of your own passions and hard work. We are watching a historic narrative unfold where a woman has reclaimed her voice, her autonomy, and her economic power through sheer creativity and business intellect. And the fact that her lavender honey is completely sold out right now is just the beautiful, glimmering golden proof that her star is shining brighter than it ever has before, and that the momentum behind her lifestyle empire is completely unstoppable. So let us keep supporting her, keep lifting her up, and keep celebrating every single milestone she hits, because she deserves every bit of this incredible success. And as we wrap up today's video, let's take a second to talk about the absolute elephant in the room, because we all know that the global tabloid industry works overtime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, trying to spin a negative narrative around this woman. They print the headlines, they manufacture the drama, and they dissect every single move she makes. But what does Meghan do? She completely tunes out the noise, focuses on her family, and builds a multi-million-dollar luxury empire that sells out in a matter of minutes. That is the ultimate definition of powerful strength and silent grace. Because she doesn't fight back with press releases, she responds with absolute excellence, undeniable success, and a thriving business that speaks completely for itself. The golden takeaway. Watching the Duchess of Sussex turn relentless criticism into global inspiration is a masterclass for all of us, proving that no matter how much people try to dim your light, you can always choose to shine brighter. Stay elegant and build your own empire from the ground up. Thank you all so much for watching, for standing in solidarity with true resilience, and for supporting Black-owned, woman-led excellence at every single turn. If you loved this deep dive and you want to stay updated on all things Meghan, American Riviera Orchard, and the Sussex family, make sure you smash that like button, leave a comment down below sharing how Meghan inspires you to stay strong, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep your heads held high, protect your peace, stay sweet like that lavender honey, and I will see you all in the very next video. Peace.